Hey there guys, welcome back to Anthony Vlogs, where Anthony Vlogs. And as you can see here, it kind of looks like I'm doing a toy review. And that is because today, I received a package in the mail. Now I'm going to be upfront with you guys, I'm going to let you know what's going down. I got this package from a friend, and you'll see who here in a second. And I was planning on doing this for April Fool's Day. My whole plan is that I was going to do this whole like, hey guys, it's Coolio Vids, and I was going to be back into toy reviewing, and I was going to do this whole like, wacky, goofy skit, but the package didn't get here in time, so no April Fools, no pranks, no goofs. This is 100% real. I'm still doing the unboxing. We're gonna check it out. That's it. So let's just get into it. We got a package here. It's pretty sizable. If you guys can guess where it's from, it's a little place. It's not a little place. It's a big place. It's a place called Australia. Lex Luthor wanted to rule there once, and he did not. You know, whatever. Stuff happened, so he got over it, I suppose. He invented Nuclear Man as sort of a recovery state that he was in. Either way, if you guys haven't guessed it by yet, this is from my good buddy, Kirk Beatty. For those of you who don't know, Toys R Us is dying. Toys R Us is dying, Alfred. What would you have me do? Endure, Mr. Wayne. And so endure I shall. Their Toys R Us is closing, but there's still technically Toys R Us exclusives in the world, which includes a certain Marvel Legends 2-pack that we have right here. So that's what we're unpacking. My buddy Kirk, he managed to find a 2-pack of the Scarlet Witch and Vision, and it's Australian. So there might be some differences. We'll see. Who knows? Anything could be possible, but we're going to go ahead and open this up and see what's inside. Okay, so right off the bat, we've got this Miss Marvel, Captain Marvel figure here. Now, you're probably wondering, well, that's not Scarlet Witch or whoever they said it was supposed to be. And you're right, it's not. It's not them at all. And that is because he had this figure, and he's like, I don't want it. Do you want it? I was like, sure, I guess. So now I have this. So, get out of here. Whoa, she landed in the box. That's amazing. Anyways, so here we have, oh, look at this beauty. We have Avengers Infinity War, Marvel's Vision. This is their complete vision. This is what they've always wanted. And the Scarlet Witch. This is beautiful. Nice Toys R Us sticker on there. Exclusive. One of the last. Good riddance. I'm just kidding. You know what? I'm not that kidding. I'm a little kidding, but really I'm not that kidding. I mean, honestly, when's the last time you went to Toys R Us and got something you wanted at a good price? Just saying. I mean, I understand people are losing their jobs, and that's rough. I've been there, but at the same time, come on. Anyways, pretty cool pack. Get some Vision art. Get Vision and Scarlet Witch on the back here. Marvel Legends. Oh, there's Wanda on the side. Pretty cool. Got Paul Bettany on one and Elizabeth Olsen on the other. We're going to go ahead and get this opened and see the differences. Like I said, it's Australian, so we don't know. Could it be that different? We're going to find out. Alright, so here we have the Vision and Scarlet Witch. They're pretty cool. They're pretty accurate, I will say. And, you know, like I mentioned earlier, they might have some differences. And you know what? I did find some differences as far as these Australian Marvel Legends figures. Now, they're really all in the accessories. Well, a little bit with Scarlet Witch, but we'll get to her. So we're going to sit these guys down. Vision, if you don't mind just standing for me. There you go. Thinking about stuff. And Wanda, if you wouldn't mind standing for me. If you could, darling, please. Come on. Come on. Your foot. I mean, overall they look great, but standing is maybe not their thing. Okay, so accessories-wise, all pretty normal, you know. We'll start with the Vision. So the Vision comes with some interchangeable fists. So he can do some punching. You know, the Vision is known for his punching. He does like the 1-2 punch and then you're out. So that's pretty cool that they included that. He's got like the open hands on the figure, and then he's got like the punching hands. But it doesn't stop there, actually. So the most interesting thing is the other accessories, the Australian accessories. So the first one we have is this giant knife. Now, he wouldn't be Australian without a big old knife, as you guys know. I mean, that's just like the thing to do with Australians. You can play a good old game of knifey spoony with this. I mean, you need a spoon, and we don't have a spoon yet. Maybe we'll get that with the Bucky Falcon set, or maybe like the Thor Rocket Groot set. I don't know, but we have the knife, and that's pretty neat. Now, he doesn't come with like a gripping hand, he just has this open hand, but you can kind of like slide it on there, I guess. Maybe if you have it like this, and you can do that. I mean, it's not like the best, but it is cool that they included it, I will say. So I mean, that's fair, good for them. So we'll go ahead and put that down there. Next thing he comes with is, and I don't know, like, I get it. So there's like this snake, because I guess Australia has like dangerous animals and stuff. But I mean, I don't know if I think snake when I think Australia. I think like kangaroo, I think like spider, I think like sharks. I don't know if I think snake. So I don't know, like, I guess dangerous animal and all, but are cobras in Australia? That felt like a little lazy to me. But I mean, decent paint, you know, he's got like this green on him, and he's textured and everything, so that's cool, but I don't know. We'll give it a pass. And the last item Vision comes with is this hat. And this is probably the weakest item, because it's supposed to be like an Australian hat. Because, you know, Australians wear like cowboy-style hats, but this is clearly just a cowboy hat. And I think that's the most disappointing thing about the Vision is I'm from Texas, so I can say this. I think this feels more like a Texas pack, which is ironic, because I ordered it. I didn't order it. I requested it from a friend, and he sent it from Australia to here, and it felt like I could have just picked it up at any old, you know, Texas Toys R Us. So, I mean, it's cool. It'll fit on his head. I mean, it's a little big. But, you know, there he is. He's ready to go dingo a baby or whatever they do. I don't really know. I'm not from Australia, but sure. Okay, so that's the Vision. He's great. Now, Wanda, she comes with some cool effects, too. So she's got, like, these cool magic effects. Now, the first one came with, like, these big magic effects that looked more like fire, to be honest. And I wasn't too into them. These look like Scarlet Witch magic effects. I definitely prefer these. These are a huge step up. So props to Hasbro. That was a really good move. Really dig it. Now, the other thing she comes with, and this is the coolest piece, I will say, is this metal, like, little Sydney, Australia, I don't know, it's like a, I guess you can, like, put your envelopes in here or something? I don't know. It's really cool because, one, it's made of metal, and there's clearly a bridge, so it's like an Australian shout-out to her dad, which is cool. I mean, I like that. I like that they can do that. They can acknowledge that X-Men 3 happened, and that, technically speaking, that was her dad, and, you know, he lifted it up and threw it, or whatever he did, so that's cool. And I mean, here's the kangaroo we were talking about earlier in the Opera House from Finding Nemo, and all that stuff, so that's cool. That's cool. It's hefty, it feels quality. I'm glad she came with it. I mean, she's a little out of scale, she looks like a giant compared to it, but hey, you know, that's movie magic for you. Now, moving on to the figures, I mean, Wanda, she looks good here. Now, like I mentioned earlier, there is a bit of an Australian difference, and I'm going to go ahead and pull in the Civil War Wanda. So her hair is darker in this one, and I guess just with that Australian sun, you know, it just lightened up her hair, made it a bit more lively, and I do like that difference on there. And though I guess the opposite thing is that she'd be more tan, and this one's more tan, but this one's more pale. So I'm not sure what caused that. I don't know, but I mean, she looks good. This face definitely looks way more like Elizabeth Olsen than this face. I don't know who this is. This, I can say, yeah, that's Elizabeth Olsen. She looks good. I mean, it's the same figure throughout, but I mean, this one just looks better. So you can get out of here. I have a new Scarlet Witch, and her name is the Scarlet Witch. So that's cool. I dig it. I dig her little fingers. I dig her jacket. Cool move. She's like, you ever see that picture of Jeb Bush where he's like, oh, yeah, that's what that looks like. So that's really neat. Good for her. You can put a little magic in her hand, so she's like, I'm doing the magic, and then you can have her be like, come to Australia where you can do the magic too. Isn't that wonderful? I think it's great. Hold on. There we go. Perfect. Alright. So moving on to Vision. Let's see if we can get her to stand. Look at her. Moving on to Vision. I mean, Vision's really cool. This is a new figure. We have yet to get a Vision figure in the Marvel Legends scale. There's been like knockoffs. Let's take this hat off. So there's been knockouts, but never like an official Vision. And I mean, I like the detail. I like the paint. His cape is cool because it's translucent, like in the movie. It was a real bitch to get out of the packaging, but other than that, it was really cool. Pretty nice likeness. Come on, focus. To Paul Bettany. It's pretty cool looking. Yeah, I dig it. The only thing, this part keeps like coming up a little bit. I would like that to stay down like it should, but whatever. But he looks cool. He's a cool figure. Articulation is pretty good. He's got the nice, open hands, so he can wave at you or he can try to touch. But he shouldn't, because he's a gentleman and he understands to ask first, like, can I touch? And she'd be like, yes, and then he would touch. I'm not going to do it here. That would be weird. But it is cool that you can have that feature of a consensual, it's 2018, no means no, consensual sort of relationship between this soulless robot and that mutated freak. So yeah, pretty cool. Guys, overall, I think if you can find it, you should pick it up. If you can't get the Australian version, I understand. It's specific to a certain place in the world. Wherever that place is, I don't really know. But if you can try to find the Australian version, get it. Because it comes with some different stuff. But, I mean, if you can only find the American, that's fine. Either way, this is the last hurrah for Toys R Us. Whatever. Goodbye, Toys R Us. I can't miss you if you don't leave. Yeah, cool figures. Thank you, Kirk, so much for getting them for me. You're a great friend. I couldn't imagine my life without you. And just to top it all off, we're going to give the Universal title belt to Vision because he earned it. Hold it, buddy. Hold it. God, why? Look at her. She's like, why didn't you hold it, dude? Why didn't you hold it? Why?